but there are a lot of CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And that's when you just comes up.
It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, hopefully not. Ironic, isn't it? It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder,
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Call girls!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Ironic, isn't it? Which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Are you insane? Oh, maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh! But he drinks a lot.
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Handle. When they're dead, they're just hookers. The thermostat's becoming sentient. Oh God, that's how maximum overdrive started. That's how maximum overdrive started. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road.
Danger zone. Danger zone.
I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill.
Oh, to be fair.
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 But wait! There's more! hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
That's what she said last night. This one's gonna be a screamer after she squirts all over the place, honey. All right, folks, welcome to another goddamn motherfucking beeping drunk news report with me and the stream pervs. So let's go ahead and do with things where we start getting and bringing in our peoples by, oh, son of a bee sting. I'll just do that, I guess. And then let's do our intros and the stuffs. And you know how this, if you're new here, well, welcome, and please subscribe and like and watch a little bit later because it gets way weirder. I can tell you that for sure. So let's start with our intros of our co-hosts, the guests, blah, 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 all the old crap.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And once again, that's what she said last night. Welcome, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Excellent.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Money in the
Awesome.
bank. So, as I explained, so that's cool.
I am barely just drunk enough for it to make it interesting for all of you. See all the booze I got behind me? I still have all of that to go through. But anyways, let's do some intros and say hello to... That's why I'll just wait. That's why I have the intros to go through and the other things. So let's do the intros. Then we'll talk to the side of my chats. And then let's crack on to the meat and potatoes of what we have to go on today, which is days of the year and a strawberry moon and a handful of other things as well. And then we'll look at our poll, or my poll. You're going to look at my poll. Anyway, so here we go.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks, here we go.
Is the guy for real with his lights in the sky? Is he saying that? Does he really think that?
No, Hassan, the person in that video clip, he is joking. He is one of us.
It's just a good clip.
Yeah, he's during a live stream, like a bunch of people started saying all this conspiracy stuff, and he was just like, "Yeah, totally, the Earth's flat," and like, no, it was that's him making a joke. Yeah, it's definitely sarcasm, which is.
I always thought that must be a parody, because that cannot be real.
Go ahead.
Is my fan annoying? Can you hear it? Let me mute.
Just keep it on. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We can hear it, but just hold on. Let me try one thing.
Well, you can always mute.
Okay, just we're golden. You're golden because we're always gonna be playing something. There's never dead air in our goddamn beeping ass motherfucking streams once we start going.
And I'd just like to say the type chats quickly about the intro song. You know, it's never good to kill a hooker or a sex worker.
Yeah, no, obviously don't do that, but that's what's fun about that show. So anyways, Let's say hello to our Cinema chats. And we have a Stop This Stupid AE.
Hey, stop.
Hey, stop.
Play the video.
And here's the video.
Attention, new New Yorkers! Stop acting so stupid!
Big Zakatimali. We have an Ivy Chan. It looks like that's everybody as of right now. But we'll see what happens in just a little while.
Ivy seems in two minds in the chat for some reason. I don't know what's going on there.
And I feel like we should just do this for no reason.
Grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you have not voted in the poll, go ahead and do that now. But other than that, we are going to do the days of the year. Then we will do a couple other things. So
then we'll do
days of the yes. So international, yes, not yarn bombing day. So what they do is these people, they create like yarn stuffing things in bobbers, and they put them around trees. So
yeah, we have that here in my town. They it's like knitted things. At Christmas time, it's like red and white and Father Christmas faces. Over the bollards and things like that on the just street signs and things, they just put them over them for over that period of time. Easter,
yes,
harvest festival times.
I have seen that here at some point, but I think
don't make me come over there and wrap fucking some yarn around your fucking neck, dog, because you goddamn time. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's track on. No. Yeah. And there are a handful of places around town where I live where there's knitted trees and other thingy-mabobbers around town because I live around a bunch of hippies. Even though it's a college town, it's still a hippie town. So the next thing is National Corn on the Cob Day.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, it's
I like
fucking
corn on
good.
the cob.
I don't like
corn on the cob.
Butter.
Only popcorn.
I'm not a chicken.
If it's barbecued or it's put on the grill, it's fucking dank. But hey, I it's not for everybody. I get it. But I bet everybody is going to be okay for this next one. National German Chocolate Cake Day.
Absolutely, I'm for that.
Who doesn't like fucking German chocolate? I mean, it's dark as shite, but
I prefer Belgian chocolate.
Yeah,
no,
me
sure,
too.
no, but cake,
Belgian chocolate is the best.
but cake, right? So listen, all those words together is different, right? So yes, I'm on agreement with you. But the German chocolate cake is fucking dank as fuck. I mean, I get you if you like, but you can't disagree with us that it's not dank.
I'm so into stuff like that at the moment because I'm on this keto carnivore diet where I'm just eating like meat and that's it. And I'm seriously craving this sort of stuff. But I'm going to do it for 90 days. I've done it for 30 days so far. I've lost 10 kilos.
Jesus, that's great. That's great. That's great.
Mm.
So
I'm craving this shit now.
So the next one is International Links Day. I don't believe that y'all over in the Europes have links. I'm not gonna say you don't know what it is because I'm sure you do.
At the moment.
We don't have them here.
No.
Yeah. We have them here, and it's we're trying to revive them, and we're trying to get them and locate them and breed them and put them back in their natural habitat because they kill a lot of the things that like rabbits mate like rabbits, right? We need it's a big cat. It's a big cat, and we need things to stop the rabbits when there's 1.5 million of them. So we need to like read. And so this is what this day is for.
I mean, you got that myxomatosis over there.
Oh,
everywhere else.
Well, that's the nature's way to get rid of the rabbits.
No, that's not nature's way.
It's not nature. That's
that's human. That's human made
disease.
And that's the problem. No, that's why. I know. No, obviously, but that's why we're trying to reintroduce the lynx and a handful of other species back into the Americas and other places, so that we can take over the populations of things. But the next one is National Making Life Beautiful Day.
Oh, you've been watching
I would go for that.
I've been making my life.
Have you ever heard of guerrilla gardening? I will have a day about that. National Guerrilla Gardening Day.
I'll show you some guerrilla gardening. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll stop right there. I'm an asshole. I know. I'm being a dick cheese. And that's not from Magma. I am being an asshole is what I meant.
It's not like you to be an asshole. That's all.
No, normally I'm being a dick. Ha.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. And then anyways, all right. Anyways, let's crack on. We're going to do this really quick because this just happened and this is very prevalent, and it's been hilarious that we've actually used this recently, and it again has been prevalent. So here we go. We're going to do this before we get into talking about the next thing, and then we'll get into the strawberry moon.
This is all.
Again, this is very prevalent. But this happened in 2020. Yeah, in 2020.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money. You are failing us. But the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations.
So I just want to break this up. I don't think they copyright.
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't think they copyright claimed this, but I'm just going to stop this really quick. Just beep. But is this Fatboy Slim putting this into their thing?
Yeah,
which
and like she's the wrong person saying the right things.
Yeah, she's already been debunked, but she goes against so much fossil fuel and shit like that. Yeah, she flies around the planet to give these speeches. And
yeah, how else are you going to get around the planet?
Yeah, well, according to her, you should sail.
She's been on a boat for the last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's because it was a few years ago now. She got debunked of flying everywhere. And the people said, no.
Dude,
You're fucking a hypocrite if you're going to do that. Hey, Bob Noble, Rick, by the way.
I like sailing.
And Dobby. Right? But yeah, she got... that's why she sails everywhere now. She got fucked over because she flew everywhere to make these speeches.
God damn it, dog! You're such an asshole all the time. Literally.
This is
no, that's not how the world works. But like, cool. That's a cool little like pigeonholed version of that. That's not how that works. But anyways. Let's keep going, and then we'll go over the actual facts in just a second, because this is why I was doing the beginning of this. And once again, you're jumping the gun, and then now I get to debunk you at the end of this.
Touch that. Hey, Dorby.
We will not let you get away with
this. Hey, Gyroscope.
Right here,
Hey, Victoria.
Woo! We have let's talk. Say hello to all the noobs. We have a demon orb.
Hi, Dobby.
We have Bob's gyroscope.
Hey, gyroscope.
And we have Victoria.
Hey, Victoria.
Welcome to the Insanity, and let's do this, and then we'll go over what we were talking about.
Now is where we draw the line. The world is waking up, and change is coming, whether you like it or not. Right here, right now,
right here, right now, right here,
right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here.
Okay, so just to double check, because I always thought this was the Crystal Method, but I guess it's Fatboy Slim, but it's okay. They didn't copyright claim us the last time, so, but now let's get into, okay, let me look up on like an actual thingies of the Mabobbers, because I didn't know Dog was going to derail me to where we actually have to prove why she's been on a ship for the last year. So, let's go with...
Yeah, she does sail everywhere now.
Because what did they have on the ship, though? Why are they doing it? There's only... The only reason they could do this was on a ship. They couldn't do it on a plane to get in there. God damn. But... This is, again, we're going to go over, I didn't want to do this 100%, but we're going to go over what was on the boat, why they had to do it on a boat. There's only a reason why they have to do these things on a boat at this point.
They've got a slim-style dungeon there.
Long swim?
What?
You do it on a boat because it's a long swim to get there.
Oh, you
Never
love
mind.
guns.
Never mind.
I know. Hold on.
No, it was a few years ago. She got called a hypocrite because she flew everywhere to make her speech.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong, bro. Like, yeah.
No, I'm not saying it is wrong, but this is why she's on a boat.
God damn it, that's fucking why you fucking always bring this. You derail us for no reason. No, there's a reason why they have to do it on a boat now, is because they can't fly it in to Gaza. They can't fly it into certain places. The closest they can get is using a boat. God damn it. Fuck you, dog. God damn it. You just... Okay, let me get to what I need to get to, because goddamn fucking Dog always does this.
You can't get to Gaza on a boat.
Oh my god damn it. Obviously, Israel just fucking took them over, and that's... Oh my god damn, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, obviously, that's why it didn't work. It didn't work. That's why, dumbass. Jesus Christ, you're fucking... Woo! Okay, keep going. Pretend that didn't happen. Just keep going. Woo! Son of a bee sting. All right, let's talk about the goddamn strawberry moon before this twat whistle gets me fucking more irritated. Anyways, all right, here we go with the...
Who let that cunt on this stream?
I don't know. I don't know how this works. Somehow pretend, shape, or form. Anyways, June, Strawberry Moon treats Skywatchers to a rare low-riding show. Bam, chicka, bam, wow. That's what your mom said last night. Anyway, so these are part of it. And it's not as strawberry as you think because of this blah. Like, I thought it was going to be a cute little strawberry thing, but here we below, and this is why, and blah, this is why we do this. This thing does this relatively once every 18 years. It displays just this, like, bright sun. And the reason why they call it that is because during this time of the year, this is strawberry season. So, June strawberry moon occurs in the southern solstice for those in the southern hemisphere. And because of let me find it. It will say it's somewhere, and if not, whatever. Anyways, no. So, I think it's actually further up, but
yeah, it's further up my butt, indeed.
Totes. Yeah, I know. It's up in the first paragraph. I just wanted to double check, even though whatever. It should just say it right about here. I hate how it. Anyways. So again, this month's full strawberry moon was named for the brief fruit picking season that occurs around this time each year. That's the only reason, even though it looks like a blood moon or it looks other colors. So that's what the strawberry moon is. And let's go ahead and I will go. Yeah, well, let's see what our poll is that we have in the Son of Gods, and we will stop it if hopefully it's got the right numbers of the things and stuff. Then we'll go ahead and watch the things and stuff. As soon as it loads on my screen, I will let us know. 44% is meat robots. 33% is necrobotic.
That sounds wrong.
I know it totally is wrong. And then forehead E tattoos, and then beehive. So we're gonna end it there. Brainless,
What's
you
an E
know
tattoo?
you do it so well. Not this, and I feel like if my brain remembers properly, which I
Yes,
don't.
sir. I'll get under the desk. I'll get under the desk.
Yes, exactly. And I'm gonna do if what my brain thinks what I heard properly, and maybe I'm wrong, but I believe meat puppets were the first one, right? That was the
meat robots.
Isn't that another name for slave? Well, no robot.
Well, meat puppets. It's technically the same thing. Meat puppets. Okay, thank God that was not attached to anything, and that's okay. I'm gonna try my hardest.
Russian for slave.
I'm gonna try my hardest to say all of these long words, but here we go. Anthropomorphic researchers warn that. Sure. Warn that humans could end up being meat robots controlled by AI. Basically, you're having human meat robots. Bow, bow, wow. So once we have things implanted in our bodies, then if they could be controlled by AI, right? So if you have a fake arm, fake hip, this or that, an eyewear, a brain, anything, all of these things could eventually be controlled by AI. So now you could be AI controlled android, and you're just a meat puppet,
cyborg,
technically,
aka a cyborg.
Yes. Well, but the thing is, we're talking about more of like where AI and your prosthetics are taking over more of your thought process. It's kind of like there's a TV show that's about like during when you're off work, your brain is here, and then severance. And there's a handful of other things, especially like on Black Mirror and stuff, where there could be a time where the government is involved in making you react certain ways, or it's more like 1982, as not is in the basics of you watching things, but somehow they can project themselves inside of your brain. And I know there's a handful of other things that are like that. So this could be a weird thing to where, like, if you start getting augmented, they could put themselves inside of you without your consent. And that's what Elon Musk is doing right now with taking over all the stuffs and stuff. Why? To make more money and to control. It's and mainly right now, like I was thinking with Elon Musk, it is to make the monies so that they can control us by taking the information that they have, throwing them into the algorithms, and then making their AI bots and their AI stuff from it, because they have gazillions and a half of points of data they can throw into it at that point. All right, so necrobots is the next thing we're talking about, and this is even the weirdest thing but this is kind of nothing new, but yes, we're getting there, but we'll talk about it in just a second.
You don't want to talk about the etymology of robots? It's basically an old Eastern European word that means slave or to form servitude. I think it's Russian or Czech, Slovakian, maybe Germany. I don't know. That's all it means. It means so you're already a robot or robota, as they call it, as they say.
An automaton.
Automaton. But sure. So anyways, let's crack on with necrobotics turns dead spider corpses into biohydro robots. So they can take. That's not what I want to do. Stop. Okay.
No, thank you.
They can take this thing
thing
and they can make it grab things and do things with dead spider corpses. So dead spiders tend to curl up in a rather creepy. Sure. What?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, I saw the notification. I have not checked the video yet. Yeah. And hello, Commander.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
How's your mom?
What does that mean, Dave? What? Yeah. Well,
he's got new pond videos up, or at least one. I got a notification of that earlier.
I know, but what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Anyways,
a video about his pond.
Oh yeah, I see some gold.
Well, I know, but what happened inside of his pond? That's what I'm asking. Anyways, dead spiders tend to curl up in a rather creepy curled position, but beyond looking a little ominous, it seems their lifeless bodies may have useful applications in robotics. Or we can fake this like with blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so what we figured out is the way that they like open and close with their exoskeleton and things you can put in and out of it inside of their body to make it move. You can get it to do this. So it's called Necrobots. They're featured in the 2022 paper published in Advanced Science, which includes videos showing how a dead wolf spider necrobots can be used. So here is the video. You're welcome, everybody, and you're welcome for all the nightmares for the rest of your lives for watching this.
The unique thing about spiders is that they actually don't have antagonistic muscle pairs. So in a human, we have our biceps and our triceps they work to both flex and then extend the elbow joint. But when you think about spiders, they have flexor muscles that will bring their joints and appendages in towards the body, but they don't have extensors.
Okay, well, since you want to be a twat, here we go. Well, let's do it this way.
They do that with hydraulic pressure that they generate inside of the main cavity or chamber of their body. And so because of that, when they die, that's why you see spiders curled up. But at the same time, that means that we can use hydraulic pressure when we use the spider as the material for our gripper to take advantage of that and extend all of its legs or joints. We're referring to these as necrobotic grippers. We're calling
necrobotic. Yeah, I never thought I mean, I always thought we were gonna hear necro shit a bunch when I was growing up in the black magic community, but I thought I was gonna hear this fucking shit say it out loud.
I get necrobotics because we're using these basically dead objects, dead spiders in this case.
Look at that. Do you see that? Do you see how crazy this bull beep is? Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it's funny.
We took the spider, we placed the needle in it, not knowing what was going to happen. We kind of had like an estimate of where we wanted to place the needle. And when we did it, it worked the first time, right off the bat, actually. And that was...
So it's great because like, we don't have to use like real dead bodies to do this, but now we know like the extraction of certain things by using certain
it's really like, I don't even know how to describe it, that moment when you see it move.
I wonder how long they last.
So one of the applications we could see this being used for is micro manipulation, and that could include things like microelectronic devices. We're excited about it because it also offers
it doesn't
potential
let me
to reduce waste stream.
No. Yeah, every time you go to a lab, you just find a fucking 10 all you gotta do is just hook it up. I don't know what's going on anymore. What?
This is not gonna be used for anything useful.
So they have an actual chemical that can...
Wait, hold on.
The circulatory system of the spiders provides pressure, and there are valves inside the spider that
it already happens. Yeah.
That the blood base has muscles that contract the legs, and then it has basically hydraulics that move the legs out, or vice versa. But there's valves, and circulatory system partially moves the thing.
So we can technically do this already with other things.
It's a hydraulic spider.
Yeah, but we can make it so that it works without using dead carcasses. Although that's fucking amazing because like I'm down with necro things, especially legally. But anyways.
Necro that grabbed you.
Necrophile.
Yeah. It was the word necro that grabbed you.
It totally grabbed me, especially down under. Okay, so now let's get to the forehead tattoos. Scientists want to ink an electronic tattoo on your forehead so your boss can detect your mental state. Is it a real tattoo?
That is fucking Trump regime stuff.
Yeah, like what wicked motherfucker is? No, like,
and this is
just wrong. Like, especially like so your boss can see your mental state. Fuck you.
Yeah, and it's even worse. Look at what we're fucking looking at. You have to have this little like thingy in the middle of your head if you want to do it that way. You could have it in the back of your neck. God damn it. Anyways, this is the dumbest thing in the world, and how often would you have to get this done? And this is stupid as beep. But let's just like crack on and pretend that like this. We don't know how dumb this is. Well, let's find out. I don't know. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's find out. So, burnt out, but too anxious to admit it to your boss. Are you just bad at knowing when to take a break? Either case, new device that could be just what you need if you're willing to rock some temporary face tats and scarify your ever diminishing privacy to some incredibly invasive sounding tech, as detailed in the new study and provided by the journal Device. Researchers in Texas, of course, Texas, have created a wireless and non-permanent e-tattoo that detects your brain. Oh, sorry. That detects when your brain is overlaid by using a series of electrodes and a machine learning algorithms.
Yeah, that
this technology. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna be used to fucking overwork people. Like literally, like we don't need to say any more. What I wanted to see if there was a video, but there's not one.
It's
here,
going to be like,
but
Dave, you're unhappy. Why are you unhappy? You should be
let
happy.
me shock you.
We're going to send you
should
to
be
the
happy,
happy
Dave.
place where no one comes back because it makes you so happy.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get into the Beehive Air, which this is beeping crazy, but I mean, I don't know anymore. But I feel like this is pretty much goddamn what we call woo. But I don't know yet, and we'll go over some of it and we'll see. People are now breathing air from beehives to tackle their health problems.
What the mother?
And I have a thing that that shows us this. Here it is. Here it is. I don't know what's going on anymore. Hold on. Yep. Here we go. There's a thing. Hold on. Let's get past the. I'm gonna try to let the I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna let this go past. Then we will get on to it.
There is a thing where they say, you know,
Go
if
ahead.
you're gonna eat honey, eat local honey to your where you are. It is abundant in health. Even doctors, scientists say that. There's a lot of
sure, but I don't. But but breathing their air. But let's crack on again.
Yeah.
Let's listen. Let's listen, dog. Mostly there are people who come for the benefits of, especially in the education, and I receive them from Germany.
Diğer yaptığım araştırmalarda işte arı havasının, arı yatağının insan sağlığına olan faydalarını gördüm. Orada uygulamalar legal olarak devam ediyor. Geldim böyle bir yer oluşturduk. Geliyor genelde alerji hastaları çok gelir.
They're literally just
sniffing bee
putting
farts.
beehives and or eventually, you know, they're saying where they
this
get
is
to
so
where it's
fucking
woo. It's woo. It's
Burada tüm
woo.
bu sunulan ürünleri arılar bize hazır.
It's woo. Exactly.
They're New Yorkers. They're being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I could see that having to people having an amazing allergic reaction to that sort of thing. Because if you ever look around an active beehive, it's like a haze, but that's all like, you know, like the fur that the bees have, like the hairs falling off all around because there's thousands of them, obviously, and that's all they're breathing in. And I can just see allergic reaction after allergic reaction, people dying, obviously, but yeah, it's obviously it's like rubbing a healing crystal on your belly to get rid of constipation.
Jesus, yeah. Oh my god, there's fucking weird, crazy shit happening right now in the news. But I'm just gonna want to watch one thing, and then maybe we'll get into like there's live stuff happening. So if you don't know what's been happening in the Americas, here we're gonna start with this.
Yeah, nobody knows that there's a fascist regime in America.
Yeah, I know, and we're gonna go over some of the stuff that's happening with some of the protests.
Oh, this
really
is
quick.
a great bit. Bless up.
Just really quick.
Oh yeah, this one.
And like
Yep,
the cop literally, yeah, like we'll watch.
She's a reporter, no doubt about that, and
then the
if
cop
you didn't
does
know that
this.
she was a reporter, then you're a stupid fucking cunt, and you should not be carrying a gun.
Yes, and then the cop literally does this.
Has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving it on horseback.
He's right here.
Firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them
He's
on
right
to
here.
the heart of LA.
He's looking at her. What's he do? What's she doing? Oh, she's reporting.
Yeah,
she's reporting the truth. She's reporting the truth. So let's get rid of her.
He should have been done for that.
He literally shot her.
Yeah.
No, he literally should be fired for that.
He should sue his ass for that.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna.
Yeah. So, we're gonna go over one thingy-mabobber of what's happening in Denver. I wish I was a little bit closer to go down there and do these things, but it's a little bit far, and we'll see we'll see. But anyways, that's why we go over this stuff.
Coloradans protesting the Trump administration took to Denver streets tonight, and that led to a couple of arrests by police after they told protesters to get off Broadway. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez joins us now. And Colton,
Broadway and Colfax is like the main streets in downtown Denver.
you've been following this all night. Tell us what you've been seeing.
Well, all these empty streets, there was nobody there. Okay, well, let's get into where they show people and stuff. Here we go with this part.
It's filled with the Colorado State Patrol and Denver police officers. Now, again, we watched as officers used non-lethal tactics like those pepper balls I was just showing you, but they were also throwing smoke canisters into the crowd. People were using things like umbrellas and covering their mouths with their shirts. Others had actual masks on as well. And during that protest, when they were meeting with police,
that's the downtown Denver Capitol.
Police, several arrests were made. We saw several people be brought down by police and placed in some sort of handcuffs. And then at one point, there was a drone that was flying over the crowd of protesters. We saw some sort of object fly from the group, hit that drone, and then it was taken down into the street where protesters began smashing and throwing it up against the street as well. Now, this all started at a protest at the state capitol around 5 o'clock today, where we saw what was once a unified
blurring
group
out
split
the signs
into two different groups. One
I don't know.
19th, the other made their way up here down.
It's a news company I think it's Fox. It is Fox. So
and that's when we started seeing this group turn around and start to walk
cover
away.
their arse because
Now,
they're losers. Okay, so
Yeah, but this is all part of Project 2025. Trump wants to declare martial law on the whole of America. There's already a curfew on California, but he wants it all over America.
And you know that the Project 2025 is very much based on Mein Kampf from Hitler.
Well, yeah, it
is Mein Kampf.
It's the same thing. You know, it's all the same thing.
Mein Kampf is the blueprint for that shit.
Yeah. Anyways, let's crack on. I want to end. Sure. I want to end with this, and this is what she said after she got undetained from Israel and was deported, which is the stupidest thing in the world. Luckily, she's still alive. Thank God. Her and her friends are still alive. But here we go. Let's listen to what she says after she was let go.
Did an illegal act by kidnapping us on international waters and against our will, bringing us to Israel, keeping us in the bottom of the boat, not letting us getting out and so on. But that is not the real story here. The real story is that there is a genocide going on in Gaza and a systematic starvation following the siege and blockade now, which is leading to food, medicine, water that are desperately needed to get into Gaza is prevented from doing so. But of course, there are many attempts like this mission, both by sea and land, to break that siege and open up a humanitarian corridor.
They were trying to bring a crap ton of aid into the place, not just fly in on a jet to talk. No, they were literally trying to bring humanitarian aid into. Yeah, well, that's why you always do. No, you always do that. You always do that.
Nonsense.
You
That's not what I
always
was
do
saying
that.
at all. All I was saying was in the past. I know she was trying to give aid to Gaza on a boat, but she does a lot of her stuff on a boat now because of what happened in the past when she was criticized for flying everywhere.
I don't believe that, bro. But sure, okay, you can, die on that hill again, like every other hill you've died on. But anyways, thank y'all very much. Tomorrow is, I think I don't remember off the top of my head. Brainless, what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Oh, it's the leopards eating faces.
Really?
Oh.
We're doing leopards eating faces party, right?
That is yes, that's what it says on my on the list here.
It takes me 5 milliseconds for my brain to remember what we're doing sometimes. But yes, we have so much MAGA stupidity. All of these people realizing that leopards are eating their faces because they voted for the leopards eating, and they are fucking around and finding out, and it's even more finding out. And that's what we're going over tomorrow. Is dumbasses going, hey, I didn't think they were going to take my money. You live in a double wide trailer. Why do you think the rich care about you, you idiot? It doesn't matter what color your skin is, you fucking twat. Like, you're a dumbass, and they don't care about you. He said, I love the fucking uneducated. Why? Because they will vote for you every time. Dumbass. You're the problem, not anybody else. And
that's
the
why
other
they
thing
make school so bad.
That's why they put fucking the wrestling fucking WW fucking E or whatever it is. His wife's fucking in charge of education here. Yeah. She's gonna destroy it. She has no idea. All she knows how to do is watch her husband.
Their goal is to make a bunch of dumbasses.
Trump is so
that's
dumb
what Ned said.
He is. I'm basically. He is fed this nonsense. He's in his 80s. He's an old man now, and he's fed it. 8 billion on fucking turning mice trans. Transgender mice, he said. Not transgenic, which is, that's medical science. Transgender mice, they're paying 8 million.
Yes.
8 billion on that. The guy's a fucking fool.
Well, just like if you heard, maybe not, we'll go over this in another time. I'm exhausted today. But Mike Pillow kept saying that he was being transgestioned or something, and he didn't understand something that he was under, and the prosecutor had to be like, do you understand where we are and what we're doing? And he was like, huh? Yeah, no, you're being
that's your answer.
It's like you're being prosecuted, not blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like he couldn't say the words right. And he's like, do you know what we're doing, how this world works? And he's like, yeah. And it was all the people that were against him. And there's nobody for him. But anyways, we'll talk about that in another time.
Well, transgenic basically means, it's ultimately
doing
DNA, and it can cure a lot of diseases. It's a scientific method.
Yeah, no, obviously. Yeah. So when they're doing research on the DNA of a thingamabobber, it's transgenic. So it is the genetics of the intertwinings of the DNAs. So that's what they call it. But Trump's dumbass thought
Mickey
it was
Mouse does not become
transgender,
Minnie Mouse.
and he did. Yeah, no, and he didn't understand.
Taking DNA from one organism, splicing into another with CRISPR, changing the DNA, engineering it. Transgenic.
Transgenic. That's
what it is.
Anyways.
Oh, and by the way, fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah. Fuck Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
Trump's a cunt. Trump's a cunt.
Trump's a cunt.
See, I knew that. I knew that
I was
song.
I was trying to find the other thingies, but I don't remember what it was. So, all right, folks, we'll see you all tomorrow. Same freak time, same freak channel. We will be making fun of MAGA lunatics, but it's going to be leopards eating faces is the thing. I have so much content to go over. So we'll see you all next time. So everybody say
see you next time.
Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.